My name is Chris, by the way. If some of you might already seen me, I covering sales for Vietnam, Thailand, and Philippines. But just to give you background, like I started my job in Seismic as a creative specialist. So with this trip, I come here Wednesday to Friday, right? And then Jiang was saying that for Unilever Mindshare, we would like to do a training for all the creatives, right? And I think first session, I'll be going through like by standard, how we usually use Seismic to do a banner, right? There will be two ways that you can do it. You can use ad builder, our ad builder to do it in of time, right? So Mindshare with Unilever, they already covers the media costing of it, and once we have invest into that, we bundle the creative tools, Seismic creative tools, into for the creative agency to use as well. And I think a lot of publishers in here in this room today as well, right? Can I have a show of hand of those coming from publishers? Publishers.
We have Coke, we have 24
Publishers.
for our...
Right, okay, publishers. Agencies? Okay, so majority are from agencies, that's good. Right, so I'll be going, so who has already used Seismic Ad Builder? Ad Builder, one, anymore? And who use Google Web Designer? Okay, 2, 3, 4, Google Web Designer. So most of the projects you are using Google Web Designer, right? What about the rest? Which tools do you use?
We are from Apple.
Okay, that's my goal. So you do your manual, Dreamweaver, hardcore stuff. So which tools do you use?
Cái phần mềm thiết kế mà bên mình dùng là phần mềm nào? Phần mềm thiết kế thì là Animate CC. Adobe Animate CC.
Oh, okay, Adobe Edge, right? So just to give you perspective, right? Seismic, we support all the tools, okay? Whatever you use, Google Web Designer, you use Ad Builder is the most easiest one. I'll be going through, right? Who hasn't known about our Ad Builder yet? Ad Builder, who doesn't know? Okay, all right. So I'll be going through our Ad Builder first, right? So all the ad serving placement, the creative agency can use our tools to build the creative. So you don't have to put any coding in, right? You just drag and drop like you're using PowerPoint, and then that's it, right? You can throw it into Mindshare people, and Mindshare can traffic and generate the code, send to the publisher right away. Okay, so let's cover that.
Sorry, mình giải thích chút xíu về cái vụ này ha. Của mình á, thì là tại sao mình involve cả bên publisher và cả bên creative agency. Thì gần như tất cả các thiết kế của bên U, cái thiết kế chuẩn á, thì sẽ do creative agency thiết kế. Nhưng một số định dạng đặc biệt mà không phải là chuẩn, ví dụ cốc chẳng hạn, hoặc là bên Paytakeover và bên Payroll thì sẽ không phải là chuẩn, thì bên agency họ sẽ rất hạn chế thiết kế. Thì khi đó mình sẽ phải nhờ bên các publisher support và thiết kế phần đó. Đó là tại sao các bạn được involve vào đây để meeting cái này ha, cho nên cái này. Và thứ hai là trong vấn đề training thì các bạn các bạn cứ hỏi, nếu như mà tiếng Anh mà gặp khó khăn quá thì cứ hỏi tiếng Việt là mình sẽ translate cho các bạn. Okay. Yep.
And before deep dive into the content, right? I also want to ask Mindshare people here. The objectives today. Do you want me to cover basic, or you want me to skip the basic? And then, because the request, right, is specifically to those like all the spatial execution in Vietnam, like the balloon ads, the page takeover, and things like that. So do you want me to cover that content only, or I can like cover from the basic?
We have enough time to cover the basics and
because just to set expectation, right? The integration stage right now, Seismic with local publishers, the specs. What I can do here, I want to make today as an open forum as well from the publishers that I'll be sharing what's the capability of Seismic, and then and the resource that the publisher can route into, and then it will be an ongoing process for those spatial execution. Right. So the plan for Seismic after today is Jiang will be doing the compiling the Vietnam market Excel list of all these spatial formats, and then time by time, right, we will certify for every format for ad serving. And also, I think we have question from Mindshare as well that how can we serve into an in-app application.
Yep.
So ad serving, which publisher, and also an ad format, and also for in-app ad format, we need to certify them for MRAID, M-R-A-I-D, right? So that's the plan. So if you want, just to tell you that today, the content that I prepared is all the basic of Seismic. How do you do, what's the best standard, best practice? Because I heard that a lot of times the video tracking is not in place,
Yep.
right? So I can cover that with this session because the information, everything is ready, right? But the balloon ad and those things, special execution is ongoing. It's not finalized yet with the publisher as well. We're working with at Micro to finalize that. But I like to, I think for me, I'll take that section like in the back and then keep it open with the publishers in the room, right? So with the creative agency here, I think we could start with the basic, right, and best practices. Unless if you think you know all the basic, you just let me know that, hey Chris, this doesn't add value to you.
Actually, I prefer the rich media now because most of standard banner is created by the creative agency already. And in some cases that we run balloon ad or big impact banner, that will be supported by the publisher. Yep. So in this case, I prefer the
balloon ad.
balloon ad.
Okay. I think then let me flip slide by slide and see if you already know any of these, right? So do you know that we have two ways of doing creatives? So ad builders and also HTML5 workspace. And if you use our ad builder, right, there are 4 steps from the creative side that you need to do. So creating ad, assign it, attach it, and also this is where Mindshare will come in and then generate the code, right? So Mindshare people, you could help add on to this as well, because I think it depends on your arrangement with individual creative agency to like who doing what, right? And one of the agenda is to advise you how do you make the creative HTTPS like secure protocol, right? So if you use this first process, the HTTPS is controlled on the code generation, so you don't have to touch anything, right? I'll be deep dive into later that what contained in this in the first method, right? And then for second method is HTML5 workspace. We call workspace is whereby you use other tools like Google Web Designer, Adobe Edge, and other stuff, right? Other development tools. So when you finish developing the banners, and then you need to, so you create your ad, and you upload the asset, you assign, attach, and then also generate the code. HTTPS for this method, if you use Google Web Designer, use other tools, right? You have to control, also insert the code, Seismic library, and selectively use HTTPS or HTTP. So you have to do it on your end as well, right? So I'll deep dive into these 2 steps now. Okay. So this is our ad builders. This is how it looks like. And I'll jump into a platform now. Okay. So if you are in our platforms, right, this is how it looks like. So you go to new menu, and then there'll be a menu here that say design new HTML5 ad, right? So when you click on that, so everybody in the room has the user and password, right? No, not yet. Okay.
Okay, if you don't have, please contact me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will send you the paper and you write down.
So I think you can actually pass this around and write your emails, and then we will generate the login for you today. Okay, let's do that. So you both have it already? The login? for this platform? Has no has?
Mình có tài khoản xe bách chưa?
No has. Okay. Do they need the
Bên
platform?
bên nào cấp tốc hay là bên nào vậy bạn? Em tất cả của bên xin nào vậy? Nhưng mà ai mình xem vậy?
Bên nào vậy anh? Bên nào vậy?
Boxers. Agency của Boxers. Partner Boxers.
Yeah, I think
Chưa có.
I need you guys to brainstorm if you need it. Right. Okay. Let's do.
Mình vẫn ai chưa có tài khoản của xe bách không à các anh chị? Bạn bên bây giờ thôi chưa có hả?
Normally who
Cấp mình có rồi.
4 giờ cũng chưa có anh Xanh.
24 giờ chưa có hả?
Có nhưng
4 giờ
mà
có
hết
chứ anh.
hết campaign là ấy rồi.
Nhưng mà có để login vào bên đó là được rồi. Mình chỉ cần tài khoản để login vô cái platform của SciSpace thôi. Thì nếu như ai chưa có tài khoản login thì viết cho cái email hoặc thì chị sẽ tạo và mở ngoặc thêm là mình thuộc publisher hoặc là creative agency nè.
Because at least, right, you can test your ad in the platform. Because right now, I think your problem is when you finish doing the ad, then there's no, you don't know that if it's according to Cybex spec or not, right? But if you have the login, right, after you do your ad, you can upload your ad, and then we will have the QA screen for you, the preview screen. So you can play around, and then it will tell you that, hey, if it's registered click, if it's registering video play rates and things like that, so you can QA your ad, right? So I think this session, I want to keep it really simple for you guys. I don't want to make you guys fall asleep by too many content. So I think, so let's do it.
Yep.
Have the login? Okay, what do you say? Yes? Yes. Okay, cool. Yep. All right, so you passing on it,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay. I'm thinking if we want to do like generate the login for you and do it, I think it's too long. I'll go over this briefly, right? And then if we have time, Jan, can you like if the crowd here already finished the email, and we generate everything for them in this session now. So if it's on time, we will have the hands-on session together, just to QA the ad, okay? Just to QA the ad, okay? All right. So this is what our creative tools looks like, and so you have options to create the ads, right? So there are a lot of templates available. For instance, I could click on template gallery as well. And there are a lot of ready-to-use mobile banners. Say if you're doing just standard HTML5 banners, right? You can just log in, use this tool, replace with the client logo, doing simple animation, right? So it has a couple of components to our cover in the detail later. So let's stick to this usual suspect, right? Very common. 300 by 250 banner. So I click create, and this is the screen again. And there are a lot of components. It's like when you are using other web designing tools as well, but this is built specifically for banners, right? And also the thing is, good thing about this, you don't need to care about any coding. If you use this tool to build the ad, it's already compatible with Cybex, right? So the video metric will be there, all the clicks will be there. You don't need to touch any coding. So that's good thing about it. It's like drag and drop. Whereby comparing, if you're using Google Web Designer, when you finish it, then you have to know how to input Cybex scripting later. I'll covering that the different, and you will see the difference. So have the screen. There are components that you could drag down into the workspace here, right? So there are Twitter, Facebook feed, Facebook click, and if you want to put video in, just click video here, and then there'll be a video component coming in, and you browse all your assets in this properties panel, right? So upload the poster file. Let me show you that. Save your video file. Okay, I'll be uploading the file from my computer. let's preview it. So I click preview here. And so video is there. So really fast. And if the client like this, right, just finish already. You don't have to do anything.
ยังไงอืม
I
หน้า
think this ad
มืด
really famous in
คล้ายจะ
Vietnam.
เป็นลมใช้เปปเปอร์มิน
Chris, will this app will be count as a standard banner or enhanced standard banner?
This one will be counted as polite with video. Yep. So anything has video, then it will be categorized as polite as video. Yeah. That's yep. Okay. And also with videos, right? If you preview this in mobile, I show you. Okay. Hold on. Let me select the default image. Okay. So what I will do is I will show you that with video banners. Normally, if you see this ad, right, in mobile, the video will not play automatically, right? Because in iOS, it doesn't allow autoplay videos. But Sizelic, we have technology that convert that video into a GIF format, right? So you can browse the video in and then say, hey, make it GIF preview. So that when people see the ad in mobile, then it will be automatically played, right? So I'll show you how to do it. Okay, I have my tester iOS here. So click on preview. I want my mobile preview, right? Okay, it's my mobile preview. Click. Copy it. Okay.
Anh chị phú Sáu.
Okay, this is how the ad looks like. This is how the ad looks like in iOS. Right, it doesn't automatically play. So I'll show you the magic. Okay, I'm lost. That's my ad. Oh, yeah. Okay. Close it. So what I will do is click on the videos, and then there will be here the checkbox say autoplay on mobile. So I click that, and then I select the video that I want it to autoplay. Right, and then it will do the conversion into the GIF animation, and then I'll preview it for you again in mobile to see that it really works. It's autoplay on mobile, and you don't have to go to that manual process of like making the GIF and then convert it into Google Designer, things like that. Okay, so we're done. Save it. Okay, let's preview it again. This is desktop. So it's loading. So let's see on
กระเป๋ายังไงหน้ามืด คล้ายจะเป็นลมใช้เปปเปอร์มินต์
Okay, on mobile. So the previous ad, right? The video doesn't autoplay, right? So let's see this one. It's playing. Yep. So, but be mindful that it's without sound though. So it can autoplay, but will not be without sound. But better than previously that you get the the play button. Right? So this is one of the features in the ad builder too that you can use. So it's really cool. And also there are a lot more features that you can play with it. Right? Responsive ad, because the ad builder, right, is already built to cater ad that is responsive as well. So you can use this tool, really powerful. I think for this session, right, I'll keep it like this, right, so that you get to see what the tool looks like in a quick glance. Since all of you don't have the login yet, I don't want to go into too detail and then we lost you, right? So I think the objectives of today's session for Ad Builder is I want all of you to aware that hey, there's this tool. It's free tools. So if it fits the creative requirements, then feel free to use this tool, right? And it would help fasten the process as well. So you don't need to code anything, right? So I didn't mention about any coding, right? We just drag and drop and then check, and then that's it. And also the click tool, you can put it here, right? And there are a lot more components that you can play around with. We have video, and if you have YouTube videos, right, you can just click this icon, and then you can just set the YouTube ID in, and then boom, you have YouTube in video already, and it will be tracked by Seismic too, right? Because I think most of the problem is when the creative agency submit the creative, and then it's YouTube, and most of the time you have no time to input our specs in, right? The video start rate, video play rate, and things like that. So in the end, the media agency doesn't see the formats. They don't see the video start, video finish, and things like that, right? So, but if you use this component, you don't need to care about that coding. I will be covering the manual stuff, like after this Ad Builder, so to show you pain, right? So, to show you pain, and a lot of things you have to do if you do it outside Seismic and then try to put it inside Seismic. But that is doable. That is doable. Yeah, just to share with that. Okay. And when you do a preview, right, in Seismic, this is the screen I'm talking about when I say QA your ad. Check if your ad is tracked properly. Right, when you log in to the system, there will be this right panel. Right. So here it says video start. Right. So 25% play, 50% play.
มือคล้ายจะเป็นลมใช้เปป
So as a creative, this is the window you use the most. This is the panel you use the most. Right. So you upload your ad. I'll show you how to upload the ad later as well. Because with Ad Builder, you don't have to upload anything. It's already in the system. Right. So it's really fast. It's really easy. So if you would use Google Web Designer, then I'll show you how to upload your ad and then come to this screen to check, right, if the ad is played properly. Okay, so if the objective is you have to register all this event in the panel. So if you have this in the panel, then you're safe, right? Because media agency would see the stat, right? Okay. And if you have clicks, okay, I just click the banner, and it should give you clicks, see? Right? So this is how you QA your ad, okay? Really important, this screen. So I'll show you how I get here again, right? So when you log in the system, so So this is your home screen, right? When you first log in, this is what you get. As a creative, there are those tutorial already, like HTML5 API, so you can click and see okay how it works on the APIs. Like it's already well written documents about this. And then we have the help center, which comes with the video recording of all the our creative specialists, right? So you can go in. I think I'll cover this too, so you know where to reference to when you go back. Right? You log in and then you click this link. It will lead you to this portal for Seismic. So all the articles is here, so you can refer to all the HTML5 tutorial in this session. Okay. And to go to the preview menu, you go to Manage and then Ads. All right, Ads. So today's session, we will be covering just this menu, right? So this is the most important menu for you to check your apps. Okay, I click on apps, and then in this account, it will list all the apps in this account, right? So we are generating you the accounts. So for my share people, sometimes you're afraid is that maybe the creative agency will see all the ads, right? So we'll create a different account for different creative publishers, so they're only seeing their ads that they take care of, right? So it will be a list of the ads. So by default, if you log in, it will be a blank screen, right? It will be a blank screen for you. So you haven't created any ads. So to preview your ads, right? So I click here and then preview. And then it comes with that screen, like with preview, with things for you to check your ads. And this is the ad that we just created. So see, with the tools, it's really fast. And if the client like this, boom, my share could launch it already. You don't have to test any code. Okay. So, first part is done, quick and easy. Ad builder, right? So this is ad builder. Now, so any question about ad builders so far? Yep.
So I see the as has only one frame only. What if I have the banner has a
Animation, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Animation.
Let me show you how to do animation. Yeah. I think since we already have this, I think I would encourage all of you to bookmark this link. I'll put up QR code and you can use your mobile to grab.
Bạn dịch hộ mình một chút được.
Yep,
Bạn cho anh xem cái
can
quảng
please
cáo
all of
này
you download this
và bạn hỏi
QR.
xem bằng cái tool của anh ấy thì có thể tạo được
It will
quảng cáo
contain
này.
all the tutorial screencasts.
Thời gian tạo được bao lâu?
Please, easy, easy. Put up your phone. Put up your phone. Yep.
Cái thời gian tạo một cái quảng cáo thì thì bao giờ?
So it would kind of like pop up, right? Full screen.
Đây là một quảng cáo HTML không giờ nhưng mà nó pop up hay là nó là trong campaign? Đó là trong page đang đọc bài nhưng mà hiện ra hay là đang đọc bài trong vùng đấy.
Không, là cái đó đến cái link đó là nó hiện ra liền, xong rồi mình phải tắt cái đó nó mới hiện lên cái nội dung bài viết.
Nó kiểu như thế thôi, nó là một đây không phải là vấn đề là định dạng mà vấn đề là kỹ thuật là banner, là nội dung của cái banner đấy chứ không phải là cái định dạng đấy.
So if this sits on, do we have it running on the actual page, like the demo page? Because this is, okay, I'm seeing this, right? I just want to know if it coming over the content or is it like sit on the side?
they just pop up
before the content, right?
Then we could
So
close.
I'm a user, I'm going in and then it comes up first.
Yes,
And then
correct.
click close.
Correct.
Okay.
Không, bạn có thể là anh hiểu sai ý rồi.
Ừ.
Tức là ở đây không phải là vấn đề là định dạng, các định dạng của bên Shipback thì mình đều có thể làm theo được. Nhưng vấn đề là cái banner chạy trong cái định dạng đấy.
Okay.
Có thể.
Can.
Có thể. How long does it
Okay.
take to build that add-on the app?
It depends on the animation. If you have a lot of things, then I'll be calling.
This kind of JPEG like this.
No, you can do separate animation for each of the elements, right? Yep. So I'll be showing you the, this ad is called interstitial. So interstitial is like when you visit the site and then the ad comes up full screen, right? So ad builder, we have interstitial template too. So when you create the ad, I'll be covering this in the presentation too later. So I'll cover animation first, then we go into interstitial. Okay? All right. Good. More question. Okay. So you got the link, right? Everybody has the link? Link.
Can use by phone, right?
Yeah. So,
Mình có thể sử
sure.
dụng điện thoại để vào cái link đó được không?
Or I will also email you in the loop. I think that might work better. Okay. So I bring you to the all the resource page. So I think so when I go back, then a lot of content, right, or more other content more than I am presenting you today. You can go back to this page and look at all the tutorial. Most of them are in video cast as well. So you can see our product specialists come in and present to you as a video recording section too. So this is really useful. And I think to cover the animation part, I'll let the specialist do it. Hold on, huh? Let's see if I to a builder. Okay. So let's see what-
An interactive game actually be within the Help Center. On Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. In this case, we'll have support for Pinterest. And each of these buttons has a hotspot or call underneath the call to action so that it knows what's happening
Let him
when
go
a user
through,
clicks
like,
on this. So
in detail how to
simply by
use the
clicking
platform.
on
Right? So he'll be covering
panel
the
one,
animation
I
part
can
too.
see over here under the properties, under actions and animations, that this hotspot, which is currently called Hot Expand Panel 1, has a tap to click event, and there's an action that follows this. If I simply click on this, we'll see that it's calling
How
to
you do
expand
animation.
and expand panel 1. If I were to look a little bit closer at this with expandable ads, there's just two methods to worry about. One is expand and the other is collapse. As you'll see shortly on our close buttons, we're simply using the collapse method. Once I choose expand, it simply wants to know what's expanding. So I'm choosing panel 1, and that's it. If I move across here and look at the button for panel 2, you'll notice a similar thing. Expand panel 2, and expand panel 3, and so on and so forth across the board. If I click on the background or anywhere on the stage off of the creative content, you'll see the ad's properties. So on the very top is the ad name, the dimensions, the background color, a background image, and the default click-through URL. There's also a number of things happening when this banner loads. I've got some basic animation occurring, and let's take a closer look at some of that. So on load, slide in text 1. Now what is text 1? Well, maybe we can find out. Instead of looking at the components menu in the top left, there's also a layers menu. Anybody familiar with Flash, Photoshop, or After Effects, for example, are going to be right at home with this layering. Simply scrolling through this, you might notice that on the stage, the different elements are...
When you hover the panel, then it points you to the correct element that you're referring to. Right? And this is the panel that you control your animation, right? So you come in and you say create new event, and then you select the object's name that you want to animate, and then it comes in timeline manner. So if you have multiple